Good morning. Good morning. I'm Janelle Vanass, and I'm the president here at Alaska Pacific University. And I ask that Pastor Brian step up and get our ceremony started with an invocation.
Good morning and welcome. It is wonderful to see each of you here for this time of celebration. Let us pray. Creator God, we gather here to celebrate during this graduation ceremony of Alaska Pacific University. We are blessed to be in the land of Alaska. We are grateful for the space and the accomplishments of each graduate. Through their hard work, renewal, dreaming big dreams, and realizing the myriad of connections that exist between all life, these graduates are experiencing significant and powerful changes. May you keep them close as emotions flow freely here today and into tomorrow as dreams become reality. Let us wholeheartedly join in this celebration with our minds, bodies, and spirits as we lift up each person. Your holy goodness abounds here and now. Through that goodness, we are inseparably connected. May your abundance and blessings continue to spill over through all that we are and do each day as we are making the world a better place through kindness, generosity, perseverance, and gratitude. May it be so, and amen.
You are invited to sit. Before we start, I just want to take an opportunity to recognize and honor our Elder Council member who is here representing our Elder Council. Fred John is an Athabascan from Delta Junction in Mintasta. He is the son of Katie John, and he has lived a life of stories that are so powerful, rich, sometimes heartbreaking. But as a man, he is incredibly full of wisdom, and we are so grateful that he sits on our Elders' Council and provides us his wisdom and advice as we move forward as Alaska Pacific University. He has given me the permission to do the land acknowledgement today. And as we sit here on the land of the Dina-Ina people, I think it is important that we are humbled by the education that happened by Alaska's traditional people, indigenous people, for many, many years before something like universities named themselves. I think we also need to recognize that there is a time in which education systems like our very own came and stole so much from those people and made an attempt to wipe out the wisdom of that education. May we honor your degrees today with recognition that we need to rethink how that was and do our best to invite those traditional learnings and knowledge back into our university systems. So again, we acknowledge the people that have been educating their people here for years and years and years, and we are humbled at their allowance for us to be on this land. At this point, I wish to just stop and say, welcome. Welcome to our distinguished guests. We have Board of Trustees here. We have our Elder Council representative. We have faculty, staff, but most important, we have parents, family members, and friends, all here to celebrate you, graduates. So welcome to you. You're the most important today. I'm going to keep my comments short today because we're going to get an opportunity to hear from individual graduates today, which is really amazing and gets harder and harder as we grow our graduating class, which is an incredible thing. But I'm really looking forward because each one of you has had your own unique journey. Within that journey, though, at some point you set a goal, you've met some milestones, and undoubtedly you have persevered through your own challenges and you've put in the hard work and maybe even worked through some tears or self-doubt in order to get here. Congratulations, and please be proud of yourselves. This is just the start of what you are to do next. And as I asked that, I also ask those of you in this room to recognize the role that you played as their supporting cast. These graduates probably didn't do this on their own. You said a kind word, you made encouragement, you supported when it needed, and sometimes you maybe just listened. But those are really important pieces to their celebration today. And as these graduates go off and do amazing things, be mindful that they are going to continue to need your support. And graduates, as you go on and you take your next step, be mindful that there is someone else that needs your support, that may need your mentorship, that may need to hear your story of how you persevered. And in this, go forth, do what you are meant to do to serve your communities, your families, your places of influence. And remember, you're not alone. You are part of a family. And Alaska Pacific University, I think, is a pretty special place. And we consider ourselves a family. So as you journey on, you will always be part of our Alaska Pacific family, and please take it with you. Reflecting on your time here, you probably have the opportunity to laugh and cry and celebrate. And I speak on behalf of all of us. We have so enjoyed you participating in the education here at APU, and we want you to be and know that you're part of the family forever. I hope you'll stay in touch. You are always welcome. And the success of APU only comes from those that are in our doors and the success of our graduates. So thank you and congratulations. It is now my pleasure to introduce to you Jim Roberts, who is our chair of our Board of Trustees, who is also key in guiding our institution.
Thank you, President Vanace, and I too join in the sentiment in your remarks. I appreciate your very thoughtful insights and information you shared with us. So, welcome everyone. It is a great honor and indeed a privilege to welcome you all to this very special occasion. To our graduates, I know you have all waited a very long time for this moment, so I assure you I won't be long in my remarks. To the parents, family members, friends, faculty, and staff, thank you all for joining us to recognize and honor this special graduating class. I know our graduates appreciate you all being here. Your support that you've lended over the years has been instrumental, and I know that you will cherish this moment, this day, for the rest of your lives. On behalf of the Board of Trustees and the leadership of APU, I want to congratulate today's class for your successful completion of your educational journey. The Board of Trustees is so impressed with your focus, resilience, and commitment and care for communities. Given all the challenges that are going on in this world, you have taught and inspired us. With your commitment to your educational endeavors, you have inspired us with your educational projects, your service to our communities, and created networks and friends of colleagues that you will cherish for the rest of your lives. The trustees have great confidence in the direction of the university, and we are grateful to the faculty, staff, and you soon to be alumni. APU has made many new and past projects funded by organizations like the National Science Foundation, NASA, new nursing degree and climate change programs, and many community industry partners. APU could not have accomplished these things without your support and your participation to everybody that's in this room. We thank you for that. Thank you for making APU a great place to work and learn. Graduates, we are very proud of you and excited to support you in the future. I hope that you will stay connected to APU, and congratulations to you all. Thank you.
And now it is my pleasure to invite up to stage the Ginkumut dancers that are here today to honor the graduates.
One, two, check, check. Paycheck, dividend check, okay. Congratulations, graduates, you made it. I'm Tanwanak, son of Sophie Ilakana Tanwanak, from the native village of Wales. Most of our group have competing commitments. We have a few officiating at the Native Youth Olympics. We have 5 in a Zoom language reclamation workshop. Every Saturday, they make commitments to reclaim their language, our dialect that was shut down. But I want to let you know, my mother and I originated the Ginkumut Singers and Dancers. We went up to Wales. We learned one good song, and we sang it for the graduating preschool members on their graduation. And it's a warm-up song for us. It's a welcome dance. I'm going to warm up my voice. And my Ilakana, she's going to dance for you. It's such an honor to be here to share these songs that were almost lost to time. They were dormant for 50 years, and then we reclaimed them. And this is our 33rd year of maintaining our songs that would otherwise not be heard. So we're happy to share them with you and gift you one song. You can have that one song. It's a public service announcement, and it's for everybody. So I'm going to turn off my mic because it might be too loud if I sing.
Sometimes you would think fishing and jigging would be one thing, but it's a hole in the ice with a spear and a piece of bait. And you won't see that in the motion, but it's what it's all about, okay? Anyway, I'm trying to remember that song now.
The story about this one was just before the songs were dormant. The last chief of the village, Utdana, would always talk about Mike walking to Kotzebue and visit those people up there. And so everybody went into the Hajgi and they wanted to give him a good send-off. And he never left. But his two teasing cousins, Wilhelm and Rudolph, they teased him with this song. Goodbye song. Utdana o lavo hak mamo pa and a carmen ya me ya ma ho ya me ya ma ha ya me ya ha ya me ya ya me ya ma ho ya me ya oh ya me ya oh I feel Utdana oh ha mamo pa and a carmen ya ya me ya ma ho ya me ya ma ha ya me ya ma ha ya me ya ya me ya ma ho ya me ya oh hey And now, the very short program, and honored to have been able to share a few songs with you this morning and with the graduating class. This is a time of a public service announcement of a gift of a song that we give to you. And you can do it sitting down. It's called the Float Coat Song, and some of you know this. I was asked by the Injury Prevention Program Manager at ANTHC. They were speaking with the Office of Public Boating Safety, and they said, media announcements on the campaign of Kids Don't Float, print media, what haven't we done yet? And they said, well, we haven't put it into our culture yet. So what can we do and how can we integrate that? They asked me, how about creating a song? And so they asked me, and I said, ask the elders. They said, well, we have them for good hunting. We have them for visiting places. Why not a life jacket to save lives? And so we created this one. The motions are real simple. You can do it where you're sitting, oaring a canoe. So, just like that. And if you're not wearing a life jacket, you're going to do what? You're going to make bubbles. Oh, you don't want to be making bubbles, but you're going to make them anyway. So the next thing with motion is swimming or treading water. And if you're not wearing a life jacket, you're going to make bubbles again. So reach down, grab a floating object, give it to yourself or a loved one, and float. You'll find this on YouTube by typing in the search bar, Float Coat Dance. And you'll see it in my cousin wearing a husband just like this, giving you the phonetic pronunciation of the song. We shared it with the New Zealanders who were visiting us. They're taking it back home, and they're going to share it with their dancers. So I'm giving it to you as a public service announcement. Ready? You going to share with them? Give her a hand. Standing on the right side, lowering your boat. Hook to me.
blessing to have the King Commute dancers join us for the graduation. Thank you so much. Yeah, and now I get to announce that the diplomas will now be presented. I'd like to recognize our students who will be graduating in our LPN program in Juneau and Fairbanks. So they have had their ceremonies already. We had 7 students in Juneau and 6 students in Fairbanks, and we've had ceremonies over the last 2 weeks to celebrate those achievements. During this commencement, every student is a featured speaker. What will happen is the students will be directed on stage by the faculty marshals in small groups. The student will hand Professor English their index card so she can announce their name, degree, and any applicable honors. After Kristen announces name and degree, if you wish, please step behind the podium and speak on your topic for up to 3 minutes. The topic is determined by the student. Discuss your experiences at APU, thank your family or friends, and after speaking, please walk across the stage to receive your diploma. Master's students will stop with Dr. Halleck and Dr. Dial to be hooded, then proceed back to your seat and enjoy the rest of the ceremony. At this time, it is my distinct pleasure to invite Kristen English up to the stage, chair of the APU Faculty Assembly, who will be announcing the degree candidates. Professor English.
President Vanasse, on behalf of the faculty, I am pleased to present these candidates who have successfully completed all of the requirements for the undergraduate certificates, associate, or bachelor's degrees. Graduation honors will be announced for associate and bachelor degree candidates who qualify as follows. Cum laude, a total cumulative GPA of 3.6 to 3.74. Magna cum laude, total cumulative GPA of 3.75 to 3.89. Summa cum laude, total cumulative GPA of 3.9 or higher. Undergraduate and graduate veteran students are honored with a red, white, and blue cord to thank them for their service to our country. Will all candidates for the undergraduate certificates, associates, and bachelor's degrees please rise?
Thank you, Professor English. By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees and upon recommendation of the faculty, I confer upon you the undergraduate certificate, associate, or bachelor's degree with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities. Please be seated and directed by the marshals to stand and proceed to stage.
Janella Monhay, undergraduate certificate, health occupations, concentration, clinical medical assistant.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Janella. I just want to thank my family, my husband, my kid, and so is my mom. Thank you for supporting me. Thank you, everybody. Thank you.
Charlemagne Olick, undergraduate certificate, community health aid. Rhonda Jackson, undergraduate certificate, Community Health Aid Program. Kristen Getz, undergraduate certificate, Community Health Aid Program. Did you want to say words after? Sherilyn R. Chris, undergraduate certificate, Community Health Aid Program. Did you want to speak after? Patricia Mabel Marie David, undergraduate certificate, Community Health Aid Program. John Phillip, undergraduate certificate, Community Health Aid. Did you want to say something after? Catherine Marie Joseph, undergraduate certificate, Community Health Aid. Danielle Paul, undergraduate certificate, Community Health Aid Program. Did you want to say something after? Lydia Wood, undergraduate certificate, licensed practical nursing. Say something. Montana Requa, undergraduate certificate, licensed practical nursing. You want to say words after? Connor William Monroe, undergraduate certificate, licensed practical nursing. Do you want to say something after? Ryan Kane, undergraduate certificate, licensed practical nursing. Sarah Ann Hutchison, undergraduate certificate, licensed practical nursing.
I just wanted to say happy birthday to my dad and my sister, and also thank you to my whole family for supporting me.
Gwyneth Mary Geiger, Bachelor of Science, Health Sciences, Pre-Health Concentration, summa cum laude.
Just want to say thank you to my friends and family, especially my parents, and my advisor, Pam Maslick.
Laura E. Ditto, Bachelor of Arts, Creative and Professional Writing, summa cum laude.
Too many of you to count have made this possible, so thank you.
Kelly Hale, Bachelor of Arts, Counseling Psychology, Pre-Med Interdisciplinary Concentration, cum laude. Abriana Marie Lance, Bachelor of Science, Marine and Environmental Science, Aquarium and Husbandry Science concentration, cum laude.
I would just like to thank my parents, my roommates, and my friends. And I also like to thank my advisor, Dr. David Scheel, and my Marley Loomis, as well, for all of their help with my project and just making me a good scientist and a good aquarist. Yeah, so many people have helped make this possible. Thank you, guys.
Morgan Van Zandt, Bachelor of Science, Marine and Environmental Sciences, Marine Biology.
Hi, I'd just like to thank my parents. I wouldn't have been able to do any of this without you guys, so thanks for all your support and always being a shoulder to lean on.
Hope Elizabeth Calagero, Bachelor of Science, Marine and Environmental Sciences. Margot Gillis, Bachelor of Arts, Counseling Psychology, summa cum laude.
Thank you very much. I wanted to thank all of my people who could be here today and all of those who couldn't. I wanted to give a shout out to all the people working behind the scenes, both over the past 4 years of my time at APU as well as today. Thank you all for putting this on. And I wanted to thank my favorite professors in reverse alphabetical order because I don't have actual favorites, Stephanie. But I'm gonna start with you because you just let me throw a little wrench in your plans today. Like always. Stephanie, you taught me that 17% of M&Ms are green, and I will always thank you for that, and you and I both know why. Renee, you pushed me to strive for more than I would have strived for myself. Thank you for that. Nora, you steered me in the direction of my studies of interest, and I will forever be grateful. And Monique, you get honorable mention even though you missed my senior project presentation. I just wanted to take this 3 minutes mostly to say thank yous, but I also wanted to talk about the incarceration rate in the United States. It's real funny, right? That one person that laughed. Sorry, I'm calling you out. No, the United States has the highest incarceration rate in any place in the world, with a 76% rate of recidivism, which is the rate of return for inmates who have been released and then returned back to the prison system. And this affects minorities 3 times more. And I just wanted to say by prioritizing rehabilitative services and following pre-existing structures like Norway's person-centered rehabilitative services, we can reduce recidivism and step towards healing our communities rather than dividing them. So thank you all.
Tessa Hecker, Bachelor of Arts, Counseling Psychology, summa cum laude.
I thought about telling a joke, but I couldn't pick my favorite, so I'm just going to thank all my people. You should know who you are, and I love you all.
Tiffany Lopez, Bachelor of Arts, Counseling Psychology, magna cum laude.
I do have something to say, so please bear with me. I'm a bit nervous. At 18 years old, I found myself curious about my well-rehearsed answer to the question, what would you like to do when you grow up? My excessively justified educational plan not only was disingenuous, but one that I refused to revise. I remember thinking that my hesitation in my plans to become a veterinarian would jeopardize my perceptions of relief that it would bring. Out of fear, I formed a strict adherence to my educational pathway regardless of my interests in psychology. After deep introspection and a partnership with a seemingly crunchy therapist, I forged a new path. My development in the field of behavioral health became my focus. Through my work in education, I have found myself observing the cyclical patterns of generational trauma. These patterns are daunting, especially when coupled with the increased severity of maladaptive behaviors that outweigh available resources in our communities. Every day, I am inspired to continue in my education and learn how to guide Alaskan youth through self-discovery and trauma processing. I am dedicated to developing my professional competence and driving into a graduate program. My dreams are to serve our own population of American Indian and Alaska Native youth. And finally, I would like to add a sincere thank you to my friends, my families, and mentors for supporting me today.
Clara Misrak Berner, Bachelor of Science, Health Sciences.
I would like to thank my friends and family and the professors and staff at APU for making this possible. Thank you so much. Teku.
Desiree Evan, Bachelor of Arts, Counseling Psychology.
Hi everyone, good morning. I'd like to thank my mom and Karen Philp and all of the family that supported me that I can't mention right now, and congrats to all of the class of 2024. And I also want to thank Renee George, my advisor. Thank you.
Isabella Monisha Roll, Bachelor of Arts, Counseling Psychology, cum laude.
Thank you so much, and thank you for being here this morning. For these past 4 years, it's been very stressful and very time-consuming being here, but being here today, it's made all that effort and time worth it. I just want to say thank you to my family for being here, and my other loved ones that couldn't make it today. And I also want to thank all the people at APU that have supported me. Norrin, my advisor, thank you for supporting me, and also Monique and Stephanie for helping me with my senior project, and everyone else that's been a great help to me. Thank you so much.
Fallon Taylor Gleason, Bachelor of Science, Environmental Public Health, summa cum laude.
I don't have a speech, but just like everybody else, I have a lot of thanks to give, especially to my friends and my wonderful family. Hi, Zyle. Hi, Pax. I'd also like to say thank you to all my wonderful professors, especially Joe Sarcone, my program director. I'd also like to give thanks to all the support staff at APU, people in the offices, our custodians. You guys keep us running, so thank you for that.
Julia Amato, Bachelor of Arts, Counseling Psychology, magna cum laude.
Class of 2024, we made it. Leaving my family and friends back home, telling them I'm gonna go to college in Alaska was one of the hardest things I ever done, but also one of the best decisions of my life. I remember people laughing at me when I told them I wanted to go to Alaska. Why do you want to go there? It is so cold and dark and you will be so sad, they said. But I've never been happier. So get out of your comfort zone. Do the things that you're so afraid of doing, even when everyone else is telling you should not. It's in those moments of discomfort that we truly grow. It's that we found out what we're truly made of. When I arrived in Alaska, I was greeted by breathtaking landscapes. And yes, it was cold and dark, but it was also incredibly beautiful. I met people from all walks of life, each with their own stories and perspectives. I created beautiful friendships, and I learned to appreciate the small things. But most importantly, I learned to embrace the unknown. I learned that the path less traveled, often leads to the most remarkable discoveries. And as we stand on the brink of a new chapter in our life, let us remember that the only limits that exist are the ones that we place on ourselves. Let us never forget the lesson we're learning and the experiences that have shaped us into the individuals we are today. Mamma e papà, grazie per supportarmi sempre, anche nelle scelte più assurde, e per avermi permesso di vivere l'esperienza più bella della mia vita. Vi devo tutto, vi amo.
Meredith Roberts, Bachelor of Arts, Outdoor Studies.
So the journey for me to get here was anything but short, and just like APU, it was anything but ordinary. I came up to Alaska back in 2019, and I've been working in tourism in our outdoor field up here since 2019, and often I'm asked when I'm working what drew me to Alaska and what keeps me here. And what keeps me here is not just the incredible land that we're so fortunate to live on, study on, and for me, work on, but also the people that are here. We have some really extraordinary people, so I have to take the time to acknowledge the people that got me here. So for my professors, those of you who challenged me inside the classroom, but also in the field, the professors that put up with me, Eric Redding for being a part of my committee for my senior project, and very much one of the individuals who put up with me. For Mike Kaplan, he's actually who brought me to this institution. I met him when I was working at Alyeska and working in the field, and he just told me, hey, you know, you should come to APU. And I said, sure, why not? So that's why I'm here. In addition to that, all my other professors, I have to thank them so much, but also my friends, you are what got me through. And then for my family who traveled the hundreds of miles to be here today, thank you so much.
Jesse Joseph Hull, Bachelor of Arts, Outdoor Studies.
Thank you, everyone. So I wrote a little something. Ladies and gentlemen, esteemed guests, fellow graduates, today as I stand here, I'm overwhelmed with gratitude. This journey to graduation has been filled with countless challenges and triumphs, and I could not have reached this milestone without the wavering support of some truly incredible people. Firstly, to my beloved wife, my partner of 20 years, thank you for standing by me through all the ups and downs. From my wild years as an infantry paratrooper to every new adventure that followed, your resilience and love have been my anchor in this world of chaos. To my mother, I know you're watching. Your strength and independence have shaped me more than words can express. You've shown me the power of hard work and the importance of perseverance in a world designed to force you into submission. I've passed that onto your grandchildren, and for that I'm eternally grateful. To my son and my daughter, you are my heart and soul. Watching your faces filled with hope and pride has given me the strength and courage to keep pushing forward, especially in the moments when giving up seemed easier. I stand here before you driven by the desire to never let you see me quit. A special thanks to Professor Mike Kaplan, who not only guided me through some of the most trying times in my life, but also helped me reintegrate into society from a warrior caste. Your wisdom and patience has been a beacon in some of my darkest times as well. To the Adaptive Alpine team, Patrick Higgins and Michael Kaplan, as well, thank you for introducing me to the world of skiing and snowboarding. I've recaptured my youth and invigorated my bones. Your patience and guidance on the Bunny Hill and beyond have not only taught me these sports, but also how to pass these skills on to others at Challenge Alaska. This has truly enriched my life with new tools, friends, and purpose. I would also like to express my deepest gratitude to Jiu-Jitsu professor Jordan Contra. Thank you for sacrificing so much to teach me the art of Jiu-Jitsu. Your willingness to allow me to use your gym for my senior project and your guidance to the lifelong learning process that is Jiu-Jitsu has been invaluable. Lastly, I want to thank my entire senior project committee, consisting of Mike Kaplan, Bix Fire, and Jordan Contra. Your insightful feedback and input have been crucial in developing the first experiential Jiu-Jitsu curriculum. Your contributions have not only impacted my project, but also have shaped my educational journey. As I look to the future, I'm excited to carry forward everything I've learned, the friendships I've made, the new passions I've discovered. To everyone who has been part of my journey, thank you from the bottom of my heart. This moment is not just my achievement, it is ours. I'll go that way.
Leela Johnson, Bachelor of Arts, Business Administration.
Waka, my name is Leela Johnson, formerly Smith. My Yupik name is Awitalga from Hooper Bay. I'm named after Roy Moses Sr. of Mountain Village. There were many restless nights, procrastinating, making up work, paying off tuition bills, just so I can apply for the next class. Raising money through selling fry bread tacos and agudak. Registering for classes semester by semester, sometimes getting scholarships to help. Lots of times I stressed, and lots of times I took care of business and then felt relief. All of this 21 years after my high school graduation. Thank you to my husband and my sons for all of the times we sacrificed and stayed home so I could attend class, study, and do homework. And it was really hard sometimes during the summertime when we wanted to go camping and fishing. I could not have accomplished this without your stability, love, and pride. I love you guys more than anything. Thank you to my best friends for being so accepting and unconditional. You're my free therapists. Your support and guidance has pushed me past my limits. Thank you to the communities that raised me, Hooper Bay, Imanok, and Kotzebue, Alaska. In these communities, I found acceptance and lifelong friends. They have influenced me to be kind, resilient, and proud of our Alaska Native cultures. They say that we are, if you want to know your future, to look to the 5 people that are closest to you. With my education, I, along with my classmates, are better prepared to lift up all the people of Alaska in all places and classes of life. My path to this point was rough. There were times I put myself through my own turmoil, and I wasn't going to include this until the lady talked about incarceration, but including times of incarceration. Through healing and guidance from our elders who deeply loved our Lord, or deeply love our Lord, the connection to my Yupik culture, the birth of my children, and the unfailing love of my husband and my friends and my parents, I managed to get to this point. We can do all things. Koyana APU, and congratulations to all my 2024 classmates.
Sheila May Lowe, Bachelor of Arts, Business Administration, Healthcare Management minor, magna cum laude.
I want to thank my family, friends, coworkers.
And I was actually reflecting back, I saw years ago when I first started my professional career, Ellie Sway, you've really encouraged me to get my driver's license and pursue my education. Look where I'm at. Got my bachelor's degree. Years of tough work, and it does pay off. And thank you so much. Congratulations.
Alana Ulak, Bachelor of Arts, Business Administration.
So I have extreme stage fright, so I was not planning to speak at all, but I really did need to take this opportunity to thank my support system, my boyfriend Wayne, my mom, her significant other, and thank you to my grandma and my auntie Helen for traveling all this way in, and thank you to my children, Bryn, Cassidy, and Luca, for being my biggest inspiration. Thank you.
Danielle Hope Merkuliev, Bachelor of Arts, Business Administration, Healthcare Management emphasis, summa cum laude.
First, I'd like to thank my family who has helped me, supported me, and really just helped me get the job done. I especially would like to thank my sister, who is my biggest supporter and who told me it's not as hard as it looks. Just do it. Just finish it. You can turn it in. And I'd also like to thank my partner, who has helped me and supported me to also just get it done. It's Mom, I did it! I also wanted to make sure to thank my 9-month-old baby. He's such a good baby. And that's also my inspiration, as Alana had said, for her kids. Thank you.
Do I do this now? Okay. President Vanass, on behalf of the faculty, I am pleased to present the candidates who have successfully completed all requirements for graduate certificates and master's degrees. Will the candidates for graduate certificates and master's degrees please rise?
So as I mentioned before, those of you with graduate degrees, remember to stop by, and Dr. Halleck and Dr. Dial will be hooding you. And by the virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees, and upon recommendation of the faculty, I confer upon you your degree with all rights, privileges, and responsibilities. Please be seated, and the marshals will guide you up.
Madeline E. Ray, Master of Science, Environmental Science. Sylvia A. Taylor, Master of Science, Environmental Science.
Hi, I just wanted to thank my advisor, Roman, my friends and family who are here today, and also those who couldn't be here today for your constant support and encouragement. I wouldn't be here today without you all, so thank you.
Russell Everett Wong, Master of Science, Environmental Science. Margaret Elizabeth Worthington, Master of Science, Outdoor and Environmental Education.
So when I got the email that we were going to have 3 minutes to speak, I was like, what am I even going to say? And then I remembered I had just written a 90-page thesis report, so I'm going to read pages 26 through 57 of that right now. No, but seriously, yeah, sorry, I'm a little tall. I would really just like to thank, first off, my program director, program advisor, thesis chair, Steve Rubenstein. Thank you so much for not giving up on me the last 4 years of this degree. Yes, it took me 4 years. I'm an overachiever. I'd also like to thank my other thesis committee members, Katie Olson and Alexandra Wilson, for just sticking with me throughout this entire thing. Like I said, it was 90 pages. I'd also like to thank my family who cannot be here today. I miss you so much, and I appreciate your support so much. My friends, all the people that have helped me along the way here. And lastly, I'd like to thank my partner, Shannon. Thank you so much for just being here with me all the time. Thank you.
Louis Francis Melcher, Master of Business Administration, Health Services Administration concentration.
I wanted to thank my son, Abel. There was a lot of nights where Dad had to do schoolwork instead of play Minecraft. So thank you for your patience and your support. I want to thank my parents. They came all the way from California. Couldn't have done this without your support. And congratulations, graduates, and thank you to all my professors.
Cy Tu Elk, Master of Business Administration.
Thank you. I just want to share that I really appreciate my time at APU. It was a really rich experience. I haven't gotten an MBA from anywhere else, so I can't really compare it to anywhere else, but APU is a great place to do it, and a big part of that is because of the people that make up APU and the students that choose to go there. So very much appreciate that, and I want to thank my family quite a bit. You might notice a hot dog sitting over there. That's my hot dog. We're going to go to Arctic Comic Con right after this, so thank you.
Valerie R. Hoffman, Master of Business Administration, Health Services Administration, concentration.
Thank you. I'd like to thank all my family and friends for your tremendous support over the years. Also, a big shout out to my employer, South Central Foundation, for encouraging me to get this degree. And my financial supporters, my Native corporations who've been amazing. And most importantly, I'd like to thank my son Jackson, oh, he's 10, for continuing to inspire me every day. Thank you. And congratulations.
Lucy Ann Susan Good, Master of Business Administration.
Thank you. Chamai from Bristol Bay. And ladies and gentlemen, as I stand before you today along with my esteemed fellow graduates, I'm very filled with profound gratitude for this momentous occasion. Our journey to this point has been marked by challenges and triumphs, and I'm honored to share that milestone with you all. I wish to congratulate you all today as we graduate to start a new chapter in our lives to fulfill our dreams. I'd like to extend my heartfelt thanks to my generous sponsors, Bristol Bay Native Association, Bristol Bay Economic Development Corporation, BBNC, Bristol Bay Native Corporation Educational Foundation, from my region, Alaska Pacific University and Alyeska Scholarship Foundation, and to FAFSA for my student loans that have allowed me to pursue my dream to get my bachelor's and master's degree in business administration and management. Thank you very much for helping me pursue my educational degrees. I'm forever grateful. And this will have a lasting impact, and I'm honored to commit excellence in all I do from your generosity to me. To the dedicated professor and staff and faculty who have guided and inspired us, thank you for your unwavering support. I'll always remember you and appreciate for all you've done. Your wisdom and membership has been invaluable on this journey, and I'm deeply grateful for the knowledge you've given us and the skills you've imparted to us. I want to take a moment to express my gratitude to God, the source of all wisdom and strength, for seeing me through to this day. In my studies, and to my family, and to my husband, my beloved husband, Brett, and our children and grandchildren, you've been the cornerstone of my success. Excuse me. And your unwavering support has been forever wonderful to have your love and encouragement to me. And to my dear sister Natty and brother-in-law Paul and all my loved ones who can't be here, I thank you for the prayers and the support, and to my mother and my father and grandparents and my son Brett Jr., who have passed but are with me today in spirit and my heart. I honor your legacy today for instilling in me what I couldn't do, whatever I put my mind to, and have achieved that today with my MBA degree. My grandchildren, Christopher and Layla, I hope that you'll always be inspired to go after your dreams no matter what obstacles you face in your life. Remember, it is always possible if you stay steadfast and follow through. I love you both very much. Reflecting on twists and turns of my journey, I'm reminded of the resilience and determination that have carried me through to this point. From a 30-year career in business leadership and raising my family with my husband to returning to complete my education later in my life. Every experience has shaped me to who I am today, and as we embark on this new journey, let us cherish what has brought us here and embrace the challenges that will lie ahead. To my fellow graduates, sponsors, and professors and family, thank you for being a part of this incredible journey. Here's to new beginnings, endless possibilities, and a future filled with promise. Koyana.
Charmaine Ramos, Master of Business Administration.
Typical, as I'm getting ready to do my portion of my work, I'm already scratching things and changing what I'm going to say. So, hello, kusatla atu wateng, ya khat duasak. I just introduced myself in my own language. Today, as we stand on the brink of a new chapter, I'm reminded of the diversity of the past that brought us here today. Some of us are fresh from undergrad, others are transitioning from careers. And a few, like me, embarked on an MBA journey after retirement. Yes, please. I'm adding a line. If you ever tried to keep up with 20 and 30-year-olds, you know how I feel. Throughout late nights and coffee-fueled brainstorming, we formed lasting bonds. Cheers to friendships and memories. I would like to also thank my employer, ANTHC, for their support, faculty and staff of APU for their guidance. Greatly appreciated. I didn't even know what a blackboard was. And finally, family, thank you to you. And I would finally like to give a special shout out to my daughter, Nirvana, whose accomplishments inspired me and who graciously took on my household chores. As we venture into the business world, let's do so with confidence and humor, ready for the adventures that lie ahead. Congratulations, class of 2024. Here's to bright futures, strong coffee, and of course, error-free spreadsheets. Gonna cheese.
Casey Sifsoff, Master of Business Administration.
Hello, everyone. Sorry my voice is a little hoarse after this last week of school, but I would like to thank all my family that came in here to Anchorage that traveled in. I know I have lots of family and friends that are also watching online. I wanted to express my gratitude to my husband and my children and my brother for all the time that we sacrificed when I had to be in class and I had to work on homework. I appreciate all that you did for me to get me to this day. I want to express my gratitude to my friends and my colleagues for your constant support, always encouraging me when I was doubting myself and always cheering me on as I got to the finish line. I'd also like to thank our professors for challenging us, and I think back to our leadership class where Lincoln taught us that leadership grows in areas of discomfort, and I've seen growth in myself, I've seen growth in us all, and I'm so proud of what we've accomplished. And to my fellow classmates, congratulations, and I'm excited to see where we all go from here. Goiana.
Vipe Leah Havea, Master of Business Administration.
Oops, put this up there. Thank you. Maloi Lele, that's a hello greeting in my indigenous native tongue from the small island kingdom in the South Pacific, from the Kingdom of Tonga. Ko tō mua atuku ha whawhetai mo whamalo ke tau o tua ilangi. Ko hi koe ne kau I he whenga koe ne whai. Pea ko ilo ku tū ko tōpe whalala, mo langilangi ko tōpe kia te ia. Ko atu hei ha whamalo ki he ngahi whaamiri mo mahen ko tōpe ko mo mea mai ke tau kau whaataha I he maalari o aho ko e ni. O ko honga o pito ke te au mo tuku taimi ka mo lava mai ka tau, ke tau kau I he celebration he aho ni. To family and friends who have traveled from near and far, from Ukpiagvik, Barrow to Oregon and California, I truly appreciate the time and energy and effort that you guys have made to be here with me today. One of the special thanks to Advisor Lincoln Garrick and a few of my professors, Rachel Miller, Dick Lefevre, to name a few, there's so many, that you have played a huge role in my growth in this program, and so I want to thank you. To those family and friends who aren't able to be here, who are hopefully watching, or someone's Facebook Live, I want to thank you all for your continuous support. And to three special people who are not here today. These three people have been at every single graduation except for this, as they all three have passed within the past 5 years. To my uncle Sione Mola Ewa, Tang Mausia Paletua and Fatafei Mola Ewa. I dedicate this degree and this accomplishment to you three. Ofalayat Kamoto Malo.
Eleanor Suwe. Suwe. Thank you. Executive Master Business Administration, Strategic Leadership.
Chamai, Goyana Dailuchi, thank you all for coming to our ceremony today. I just want to say thank you to my husband, my children, my mother-in-law for your continued support, and a big thank you to staff and friends and family.
Diana Litvinenko, Master of Arts.
Hello, everyone. I want to thank APU for the opportunity to earn my second master's degree. I was a Master of Arts student in the MAP program, and I studied student-teacher attachment. I had the chance to design a mixed methods pilot study and accumulated in local policy and federal bill proposals. I had the rare opportunity to send out my proposals to state and federal legislators and even President Biden. And in the future, I'm looking forward to attending medical school. I'm also looking into MD, PhD programs. A special thank you goes out to my mentors, Dr. Lane Alvey, Dr. Christy Parsons, and Ms. Sarah Stevens, and also the MAP program director, Ms. Roseanne Pagano. Thank you again to APU.
Wow, what a morning. I'll have to remember to bring some tissues up here next time. So appreciate all of the graduates and the stories that were shared today. At this time, let's just give one more round of congratulations to the class of 2024. At this time, I would like Dr. Hilton Halleck, our provost, to come up and provide some closing remarks and honor our new emeritus professors, Dr. Roman Dial and Dr. Yaso Thiru.
Now I'd like to recognize a couple of longtime faculty members who have been honored for their service to the university with the distinguished rank of Professor Emeritus. Dr. Roman Dial and Dr. Yaso Thiru were nominated by their peers and appointed to this rank by the Board of Trustees. Their nominations have been shared in the commencement program, so I won't review their extraordinary and extensive accomplishments in detail with you now, but I would like to share more personal reflections. My first day at APU was a fall faculty retreat, and Yaso volunteered to come pick me up and take me to the retreat and introduce me to people and answer any questions that I had. I am very grateful for her thoughtful outreach. By the end of the day, when we were driving back to Malacher House, I had a ton of questions, and she patiently shared her insights from, at the time, over 20 years of experience in multiple leadership transitions at APU. So thank you, Yaso. That first year I was here, I worked remotely for part of the year, and so I got to know some faculty better than others. My second fall faculty retreat, my first as provost, this man walked in with a full head of white hair and a bushy beard. He looked like Santa Claus. I confess I thought to myself, who is that? And as I was running through the faculty program by program in my head, I got to marine environmental science, and I realized it's Roman. He wasn't as clean cut as he is today. He was just back from summer in the field. Sorry if I acted a little confused, Roman. Now that I've gotten to know the faculty better, I recognize them in all their disguises. Roman and Yasso work in different disciplines and arenas. Yasso has tackled the challenges facing our urban areas, and Roman has studied the ecology of backcountry Alaska. Roman is the father of pack rafting, and Yasso is a great vegetarian cook. And yet the word that comes to mind for both of them is community. Yasso has demonstrated a commitment to community through her service on a number of nonprofit boards and task forces in Anchorage and Juneau, through her scholarship and community engagement related to social entrepreneurship locally and globally, and through her work with local community members who want to start or grow a small business. Roman has crafted a community of adventurers, journalists, graduate students, and other scholars to willing to follow him into the Brooks Range and other off-the-grid wilderness areas to explore questions related to our changing ecosystems. And of course, they've both given over 30 years of service to our APU community. We have certificates and gifts for Dr. Dial and Dr. Thier that we're going to give them next week, but if you would now, I would now like to ask them to stand so that we can acknowledge their many contributions to APU. And now, graduates, we come to the part of the program that I've come to think of as your last lesson, at least for this degree program. Several years ago, Jim Ryan, now the president of University of Virginia, gave a graduation speech in which he identified 5 essential questions for life. I won't go into them all now. If you're interested, you can read the book, or as we do these days, watch the video on YouTube. I want to concentrate on just one of those essential questions today. The first essential question is, wait, what? I know you know this question well. A few weeks ago, the registrar pointed out to us that for many of you, this is your first degree granting ceremony in person. It's fun, right? Your educations and perhaps previous graduations were impacted by a global pandemic. I hear the echoes of, wait, what? APU is known for experiential learning, and we're moving to completely online learning? Or, wait, what? I have to buy a computer for me and my kids to share at home? Cognitive dissonance aside, wait, what? Raises the question, rises to an essential question of life because it gives you time to seek clarification. Sometimes this relates to everyday interactions. The other day, I started a conversation while I was responding to email. And when the person I was speaking with came into my office to continue the conversation, I realized that I had completely lost the thread. I had to say, wait, sorry, what are we talking about? And I recognized it was important for me to stop multitasking for a minute so that I could respond respectfully and effectively. It's also important to seek clarification for bigger issues. I encourage you to ask, wait, what? When your research data or your financial accounts don't add up. Or when someone is asking you to do something you don't think is ethical or safe. Or when you're being asked to make a decision and you don't feel like you have the critical context to make a good one. Seeking clarification reminds us that even with our shiny degrees, we're always learning and there's always more to know. But I think the weight is as important as the what. It allows us to pause in the midst of our multitasking, rapid-fire, information-saturated lives, to take a breath, to be present. The wait will get you to the what, and then sometimes, more importantly, to the why. Now, you don't have to ask, wait, what, in the immediate moment. You know, sometimes, when sometimes a colleague is just talking off the top of their head to think through a problem, or when your child is telling you about their day, or an elder is sharing a story to teach you something, and you're thinking, I don't get it. Where is this going? It's tempting to interrupt and ask for clarification, but if you wait until the end of the story, the lesson reveals itself. Sometimes you have to sit with the story for a while and reflect on it. But enough waiting and reflecting. This ceremony is called commencement. It's a start. Now you begin a new journey as graduates. Please know that you're supported on your journey by your families and other communities, by the wisdom of your elders, by a network of classmates and alumni, and in fact, by the entire APU community. I hope that you will pay it forward by mentoring and supporting the mentoring and support you have received, by promoting access to higher education, and by mentoring others on their journeys. It's time for the next stage of your educations to commence. Be well, do good work, and stay in touch. Congratulations, class dismissed. I would now like to invite Pastor Brian to give the benediction. Please stand as you are able and remain standing after the benediction and during the recessional. After the recession, we invite you to join your graduates in the lobby.
Let us pray. Creator of all life, our hearts are bursting forth with joy as the graduates and gratitude as this graduation ceremony comes to an end. This APU community will continue celebrating each of these graduates as they step through the graduation doorway with diploma in hand. Guide and protect each of these graduates as they step forth in new and wonderful ways, seeking to live into the dreams that brought them to APU. We give thanks for the connections and support through the faculty, staff, and classmates, as well as the family and friends who have provided care, food, and space to grow along this dynamic and sometimes stressful journey. Strengthen the graduates as they take next steps in professional and personal ways. Help each of them to find time and space to rest their minds, bodies, and spirits, glowing in this space of accomplishment through graduation. May your healing love surround us all as we go forth into the world. Joyfully, we all say, Amen.